Hello, I'm Dr. Stuart Flanagan. I'm an NHS doctor who works in the media, and today I'm going to give you some medical advice. So today we're going to look at how to avoid constipation. Constipation is an extremely common problem, and basically it's when our motions are quite hard and difficult to pass, or if we're having fewer toilet trips than we normally do, and it may be associated with some lower tummy pains and abdominal cramps. So what strategies can we look at to try and avoid constipation? Well, first thing is, it's really important to eat more fibre in our diet. Fibre is basically food roughage, and it's the undigested part of plant food that adds bulk to our motions and makes it easier for us to pass them. And where do we get roughage from? Well, we get it from fruit and vegetables, wholemeal bread and cereals. So it's really important to regularly try and take fruit and veg as part of our diet. Also, it's really important to keep well hydrated. Our motions can be really too firm if we're not taking enough water on board. So it's important to try and drink up to 2 litres a day, and most of us don't manage that, so try and drink plenty of water if you're having problems with constipation. If you've tried all those things and it still doesn't improve, think about any medications that you might be on. Lots of common medications have side effects that can lead to constipation. Probably the most common of those is codeine-based painkillers, like for example cocodamol, which can commonly lead to constipation. Also, other common drugs like antacids, which include calcium, can lead to constipation. And think about some of the other medications that you might be on and check the leaflets and see if constipation is something that's related to their side effects. A really good way of preventing constipation in the future is regular exercise. And studies have shown that those people who take regular exercise, for example 30 minutes a day, are less likely to suffer from constipation. And also, it's important to think about your actual toilet habits. Don't avoid the sensation to go to the loo and try and put it to the back of your mind. Make sure you actually go with what your body needs. And when you're at the loo, it's really important to give yourself the best possible position so that you have a comfortable passing of motion. And the best way to do that is to use a little footstool, put your feet onto that and try and get into a squatting position, and that will make things much easier. It's particularly important to remember that if you're looking after an elderly relative who has constipation, or if your mobility is limited. If you have stomach pains and constipation issues for a longer period, it's really important to see your doctor and they can give further advice on what can help. That's some of the methods to try and avoid constipation.